Truth bomb. You didn't create a monster. Even if your neurodivergent child has a total epic meltdown whenever any teeny tiny thing doesn't go exactly their way. Now, I know it might feel like that's the way it is sometimes. And let's be honest, the whole world might even be telling you that it's true that you created a monster. But I promise you, friend, that is simply not true. So, over the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to show you not only how you did not create a monster by accommodating your neurodivergent child, but here's the thing, you did exactly what you needed to be doing. Plus, I'm going to show you the next steps you can take so that you can start to step out of this over accommodation stage that you might find yourself in, and also stop feeling like the entire neuro family has to walk on eggshells in order to avoid massive meltdowns, outbursts, and blowups. Oh, best part? I'm going to show you how you can do that without pushing your neurodivergent child back into meltdown central, because we did not do all of this work getting them regulated just for us to push them back into a dysregulated state. Oh, before I forget, to take this, what we're learning today, even further, I'm hosting a free workshop. It's going to be coming up in the next week or so. And this workshop is the 3 vital steps to develop your unique flavor of parenting strategies. And so in that workshop, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to determine what strategies will actually work for your neurodivergent child and the entire neuro family. Because here's the thing, friends, neurodivergence does not exist in a vacuum, and you need strategies that work for everyone in the family. So if you're interested, drop me a line below. I'll send you the details over Messenger so that you can get signed up. But here's the thing, if we haven't met already, hi friend, Kayleen here, and I'm an autistic advocate, but I'm also a parent coach, and I empower parents of neurodivergent kids to really focus on finding and creating the unique flavor of parenting strategies that actually work for their neurodivergent child, their values, and their entire neuro family. So again, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to share exactly how you got to this point in your journey, where your child is mostly regulated as long as absolutely everything goes their way 100% of the time. I'm also going to be sharing what your next step is to move into the next stage, where your neuro family starts to have a lot more balance. Because here's the deal. While society might be saying that you created a monster, the reality is what you created, friend, is a regulated child. Because I want you to remember, okay, in the not so distant past, you were probably dealing with overwhelming meltdowns and outbursts and blowups and explosions. And now those have mostly gone away. And it's because you did exactly what your child needed most in that moment. Okay? Because here's the thing, you needed to drop just about every demand and boundary that was placed on your child because they could not handle it. You really had to prioritize helping them regulate so that everyone in your family could function, not just your neurodivergent child. And so let me be really clear. You did exactly what you needed to in that moment. You did everything right, friend. And you did everything right specifically for the stage that you and your child were in at that time. So with that said, now that your child is mostly regulated day to day, you don't have to stay in that moment, in that stage. You are ready to move from what I call the regulate stage into the balance stage. And now this stage is where we start to balance all of those accommodations that we found that are working with real life, things like boundaries and skill building and routines. And I'm going to be really honest. This transition can be a tough one for even some of my best clients. So, I want to share one super small step that you can take just to get you started so that you don't stay stuck here like so many parents do. So, you'll want to start by choosing one doable boundary. And I mean doable. We are not trying to get our kids to go to bed at 8 p.m. when they have been staying up until midnight for ages. Okay. We want this boundary to be relatively easy for your child to follow. And even more so, pretty easy for you to stick to. So once we've chosen that boundary, we want to create your plan to hold that boundary. And that simply means I want you to know exactly what you're going to do and what you're going to say when your child inevitably struggles with that boundary. Because we do not live in a magical fairyland world where our kids will suddenly be able to do the boundary 100% of the time. Because here's the thing, can you be your best self 100% of the time? I know I can't. And so we want to know when our kids inevitably struggle, what are you going to do and what are you going to say? That way you're not caught off guard and either giving in entirely or resorting to super big and irrational consequences that don't even make sense. At least maybe I'm the only one that does that. But you want to have a plan so that you don't resort back to any strategy that never worked in the first place. So I know that for a lot of you, this is probably only the tip of the iceberg, which is why I want to remind you I am hosting that free workshop with the 3 vital steps to develop your unique flavor of parenting strategies. And in that workshop, I'm going to walk through exactly how to find which strategies actually work for your entire neuro family. And so if you have ever been frustrated because you read all the parenting books and you take all the courses and you attend all the summits and you're thinking, is my family just massively broken that this stuff won't work for me? The answer is no, and you need to check out this workshop. So drop me a line below and I will send you all the details over Messenger. And remember, I'm here for you, friend. You don't have to do this alone.